Well, hello out there in live land. My name is Dr. Derek Barron. I really want to say thank you very much for joining me here today, this evening, or at some point in time when you're watching this. Today, I want to talk to you about something that I think most private practice healthcare practitioners don't take enough initiative to look into either for themselves or have somebody else run them for them, and it's Google Ads. So the bottom line is if you're looking for your practice to be found more often, have better brand awareness, and a bunch of other things, I'm going to cover 8 things today, so hang tight. I'm not going to say, oh, wait till you see number 8. It's the best one. They're all great points. But these 8 points are going to explain to you really why you need to look at Google Ads as a marketing platform to generate more new patients for your practice. All right, so let me actually add this to the stream here. All right, so do Google Ads work for healthcare practices? Of course, I'm going to tell you, yes, they absolutely do. And we'll dig into, why that is here in a moment. So here are the 8 things that we're going to cover today. Google Ads are measurable. Google Ads are scalable. I think that's an improper way to spell scalable. Sorry about that. No, it's not. That's correct. As I see it, it's faster than SEO. Secures brand name searches in the SERP. Number 5, Google Ads help build brand awareness. Number 6, you can drive more new patients in with Google Ads. Number 7, PPC is cost effective. And then finally, number 8, your competitors are using Google Ads. So guess what? You should be too. All right. My name again is Dr. Derek Barron. That's my lovely bride there, Teresa. We have founded Practice Insider's Edge. Our goal is to help you grow and scale your practice, especially if you're a private practice individual. We want to help you take it to the next level, depending on what it is. We do digital marketing services for clients, one-on-one consulting, group coaching, anything like that would, fit in your need, especially like today. If you have questions at all, just drop the words, plural, Google Ads into the comments section, and I'll make sure I get back to you on that. All right, so as we dig into this, what are Google Ads? Google Ads are also known as pay-per-click or PPC, which is a form of search engine marketing. You pick a set of keywords that is relevant to your practice and that are worth it, paying for them, and then you write search ads to match them. And that's really, writing these search ads out to get more people in front of your practice. More people would be more patients. This adds to your search engine results page, the SERP auction, where advertisers compete to have their ads show up for to users searching for those things that are when they're available, or meaning when you have more openings for new patients. So, however, unlike your you only pay when someone clicks on your ad, hence the name pay-per-click advertising. In this presentation, we'll cover 8 reasons why you should be using PPC ads, how much it costs, and then 5 things why you should keep in mind before you start your own online advertising campaign. And of course, we'll also answer the big question, does paid search work? And I'll answer that right away. Yes, it does. Every day it works. So yes, Google Ads works. It works for all practices, large and small. Paid ads are a great way for practices to increase brand awareness, get more traffic to their site, and generate more new patient visits, all while being able to track the results. So a question you should ask yourself, why should I be advertising using Google Ads for my practice? And the answer is, so you know what Google Ads are and you know how it works, but why should you be using PPC for your practice? Number 1 is Google Ads are measurable, and that's important. So when you create a Google Ads account, Google shows you tons of metrics that allow you to figure out what's working and what's not. That then tells you what things are to keep and what things you need to adjust to make sure that you're getting the most out of your campaign. Number 2, Google Ads are scalable. In other words, if you're not sure you're ready to go with an all-in with a huge marketing budget and running every kind of campaign type there is, that's okay, because Google Ads are scalable, meaning you can build up and cut back as needed. If they're working well, you can actually throttle it back to not have as many patients come in, or if it's not working as well, you can add more money into it to get more in. So this is a huge reason why it's an effective digital marketing tool for your practice. Healthcare business owners can start with a very targeted, rich search campaign and expand over time to include more services and add more campaigns as needed. Number 3 is it's faster than SEO. There's too many people out there to think that SEO is critical, and it is for the long-term play. In the short term, you have to do something to get yourself found quicker in the local search. And that's either lead generation advertising, such as Google Ads or Facebook or TikTok, any of those, but it's faster than SEO. I always tell people it's kind of a bell curve. In other words, what that means is, as you kind of go up that curve, you're building, building, and building, and then you're on the top of that bell curve, and you're like, oh, let me just stop. I don't really have to worry about it. But the truth is, once you stop, you come right back down off of that bell curve. So you want to make sure that you're always doing SEO, search engine marketing, if that is the case. So if not, I want you to start by saying this: your search should improve your SEO optimization too. However, PPC campaigns get results and data faster than SEO will. It's just a proven fact. There's no way to get in front of as many patients as possible, prospective patients that is, with SEO work initially, like there's with doing Google PPC ads. And they can benefit from each other in this way, since you can use PPC as a way to do research and run tests on what you'll get the most clicks, and then bring that data back to your search engine optimization efforts. So in other words, there's a couple of ways in which you can use PPC ads. In other words, if you're getting more clicks on, let's just say if you do spinal decompression for low back pain, then you may want to get more blog posts that are out there from the SEO perspective. If you are doing shockwave therapy and you do a keyword for shockwave and you aren't getting the results that you want from there, then maybe you wouldn't be spending the time on shockwave from a blog perspective. So the fourth point we're covering today is it secures brand name searches in the SERP. And what I mean by that is, if you aren't bidding on your own brand name, your competitors could be. Letting them show up above your organic results on the search engine results page is a bad thing. You don't want that happening. Even though you are ranking first in the organic search for your brand name, you can still have 3 search ads above you. So let me show you what I mean by that. Let me minimize the screen here for a second. I'm going to share this one. So you should see this. So I just did a search for chiropractor, Chicago, Illinois. So you can see on the top, there's an ad here. Dr. John is amazing. No sales pressure, no rushing. Not sure what that is, but it's somebody that's here in Naperville where I live, even though I searched chiropractor Chicago. And of course, that is because of the geocentric tagging that it does. So here's the joint, here's Align Modern Health, and here's chiropractor in Naperville. As I'm searching chiropractor Chicago, Illinois, these people are spending ads. This is a good ad because, except for saying Black Friday deals, on live as we're going here, whoever Dr. John is, I'm not going to click on his ads, but Black Friday deals, I would think that he'd want to take that down, and I would think he'd believe that too. But the joint is looking for that, and I don't think the joint has any place that's close here other than maybe 20 minutes away. So essentially, I'm searching for Chicago. Here goes East Bank, and here's Chicago Chiropractic. And again, it just shows the importance. Even kind of off topic here in a minute, look at this, for instance. The joint has 461 reviews. East Bank has 152, and Chiropractic Chicago has 21. Now, you may not like the joint. They do a great job as far as getting in front of people that are looking for them. And by having that many reviews, they're beating their competitors, and people will choose them over anyone else. If we scroll to the very bottom of this, you can also see that there's 3 more ads here on the bottom for chiropractors. If we look up physical therapists in Nashville, here on the top, if you do a search for your city where you're at and you don't see any ads on the top, guess what? That means that either somebody did have ads and they went through all their spend, or there's room for you to get new patients in that situation because nobody's doing advertising at that point. If we scroll down to the bottom, you'll see that virtual health, ATI physical therapy, and this Perform Nashville. So big box company and some other ones. We talked about Shockwave. Here's an ad for Get My Phoenix. So this is essentially Shockwave at home. And then if we scroll to the bottom, there are some Shockwave ads as well about doing ED work. If you do non-surgical spinal decompression in Brooklyn, New York, nobody is doing any advertising on top. That means that there is the ability for that person to move up in the search. There are some spots down here on the bottom for that. And then finally, just simple low back pain relief, Naperville, Illinois. That's a keyword that somebody is searching for. There are chiropractors here that are found in the maps, and nobody is spending any money or at least they're not doing it appropriately because they are found on the bottom. They just don't know how to get themselves found on the top of the search engine, which is very, very critical. So let me jump back in here into the presentation. So I just wanted to kind of show you a little bit about what we were looking at from the Google Ads perspective. So again, building brand awareness. We covered this point. If you just started your practice or you're trying to increase your reach, Google Ads is a great way to help increase your brand awareness. And by getting your practice online through search display and campaigns, you can get your practice out there in front of people searching for what you offer that initially didn't know they were looking for you, thus creating brand awareness. Number 6, you can drive more new patients in with Google Ads, and it is true. Google Ads allows you to get your practice in front of users when they are looking for what you're providing. This is a huge bonus as it attracts the attention of new patients who may not have heard of your practice before and then sends them to you instead of your competitors, and that's what you want. And the biggest goal of this is being that it helps increase conversion rates, which equals more new patients in the door for your practice. Number 7, PPC is cost effective. So with Google Ads, you control the advertising budget. You can set the max amount you are willing to spend per month. And when Google hits that spend, it all stops. However, you need to guide Google to when and where you want to be spending your budget. So when you first start a campaign, you're actually going to bid over the top. Is a little secret. You're going to bid higher than most are. So you start to show on the tops of the searches. Then you can slowly back down your ad spend on that. But you want to make sure that you're telling them. And even if you have a great practice, you want to make sure you get it listed in the maps listing as well from a Google Ads perspective. And then finally, number 8, your competitors are using Google Ads. And it's true, similar to number 4 of securing your brand name searches in the SERP, your competitors are bidding on keywords that are relevant to your practice. And if you are a competitor both offering dry needling, you should show up there in the search results with them. So it all depends on what you're doing, but it's very, very critical that you are trying to get listed on the page for your service, for your name, for brand recognition. Those are all points that you want to make sure that you're doing. So your practice could be missing out on valuable patients just because your practice isn't showing up at the top of Google search results. So if you have any questions about doing Google Ads or you're not sure, you are welcome to call or text me at that number there, 630-491-1444. We are here to help private practice healthcare professionals grow and scale their practice. So again, my name is Dr. Derek Barron. Thank you very much for hanging out with me again here for another marketing insight. I'll be back next week for another show to talk to you about how you can market your practice to get more new prospects and patients in the door. If you have any questions about Google Ads, just drop the words Google Ads below in the comments, and I'll get back to you and help those with you. Because again, here at Practice Insider's Edge, our entire goal is to help you find success on so many levels. Thank you so much. Have a great day.